My father hid my ID and birth certificate 2 days before university registration, saying, "If you can't even keep track of your things, how will you survive college?" When I told him he'd always treated me as less because I'm a girl, he scoffed, "You'll fail, and you'll come crawling back." I walked out. That was a year ago. Yesterday, he sat in court as the judge read his guilty verdict. My father tried to ruin my dream of going to college because college is just for boys. Now, he's livid because I proved that I am better than him. I have always dreamed of going to college. I studied hard, got good grades, and even applied for scholarships. But my father has made it very clear he doesn't think girls need higher education. This mindset didn't appear out of nowhere. Growing up, there were countless situations where my dad treated me differently than my brothers simply because I'm a girl. When I was 10, I told him I wanted to be a doctor. He laughed and said, "Why waste time? You'll just get married and stay home. Better learn how to cook instead." My brother, who was 12 at the time, said he wanted to be an engineer. Dad bought him books and kits to practice building things. At 13, I came first in my class for the science fair. My dad said, "That's nice, but science isn't for girls. You should help your mother with chores." That same year, my younger brother got a participation ribbon for a school football game, and Dad took him out for ice cream to celebrate. When I was 15, I saved up for months to buy a used laptop for schoolwork. One day, I came home and found it missing. My dad said, "Your brother needed it more. You can share or just use your phone." I got scolded for being selfish when I asked for it back. By the time I was in my last year of high school, I knew I had to fight for my dream. I studied late at night because during the day, my dad would always give me extra chores while my brothers relaxed. He'd say things like, "Boys need their rest. You're just helping the family." When I mentioned I was looking at universities, he laughed again. "College is for boys. Girls just get distracted and waste money. You'll be better off learning to be a good wife." My mom stayed quiet. I applied for a competitive scholarship in secret, telling only my teacher. When I got the acceptance letter, I was overjoyed. The scholarship covered tuition, books, and housing. I thought my dad might finally be proud, since it wouldn't cost him anything. When I told him, he looked annoyed, not happy. "What's the point? You think you're smarter than me? A girl alone in the city? You'll just cause trouble. Stay home." I reminded him it wouldn't cost him a cent, and I had already worked so hard. He shook his head. "You're stubborn like your mother. You'll regret it." Over the next few weeks, he tried to wear me down. He forgot to give me important mail, including documents from the scholarship office. He'd make me run errands all day so I couldn't prepare. When I protested, he'd say, "You're being dramatic. You think you're too good for this family?" One day, I overheard him on the phone with my aunt saying, "Don't worry, I'll talk some sense into her. No daughter of mine is going to live far away like some loose woman." The final straw. 2 days before the university's registration deadline, my dad hid my ID and birth certificate. When I confronted him, he smirked. "If you can't even keep track of your things, how will you survive college? Maybe this is a sign you should stay home." I tore the house apart looking for them. My mom whispered that they were in his locked desk drawer, but she was too scared to give me the key. That night, I picked the lock while he was asleep and took them back. When he found out the next morning, he exploded. "You're ungrateful. Everything I've done for you, and you sneak around like a thief." I told him everything I'd held back for years. How he treated me like less because I was a girl. How he celebrated my brothers for the smallest things but ignored my hard work. He scoffed. "You think a piece of paper will make you better than me? You'll fail, and then you'll come crawling back." I walked out that same day, documents in my bag, and went to stay with my best friend's family until